lucky patrons. Or, oh, you tragic patrons. I don't know. All I know is that we're playing Milky Boobs.
Do you know why I'm excited about this game?
You tell me.
Because it appreciates something that I appreciate,
which is
sensible footwear.
Oh, this lady's
she's wearing really good shoes to be out like hiking and stuff.
Yeah.
Improved.
Yeah. So this is Milky Boobs. I actually bought this before Christmas, and then Amanda and I decided to wait until afterwards. So.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Hi, everybody.
Okay.
Dang, that girl's got my dance moves in the background. No, the other one. Yeah, the more awkward of the two.
And then this one, she's just... Is she doing leg lifts? Is she in the middle of leg? Her foot doesn't seem like it's hitting the ground. Like, here's the ground.
She's holding it.
She's holding it up. Stock still. Okay. Well, we're off to a good start.
Many cool things are currently in development and will be coming soon. New fresh maps.
Like the Babe School.
The famous Babe Arena. More guns to make them milky. New game modes like the survival mode.
Okay, well, it looks like we've got one map here. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, this is good.
This is the... It's freaking hot and all the babes are going crazy. There's only one thing that can help. Take your milk gun, refresh them with your amazing white liquid, but only milk them when they are overheating. Is that what I'm supposed to...
Milk me, help me, milk me.
Is that what...
Is that...
Am I doing it right? Is this what you're supposed to do?
I feel like you're not actually hitting her.
Are you guys... What? I don't understand what's... My score is 3.
Good job.
Okay. Press F to pick up the milks. Are they... Why are they... They're all up in my biz,
yeah,
but...
they're getting too close. They're making me uncomfortable.
What's... I don't... Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got to get like far enough away to get the splats on. It plays really terribly, Amanda.
Oh yeah. What? I thought this was gonna be like really well made. What?
I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Oh wait, maybe I do understand what I'm doing wrong. Is there more? What's with all the champagne and then also milk?
Yes, milk.
What is this sound effect? Okay.
Everything about this is amazing.
There's water, babes. Get in the water.
Yeah. They're like, I'm on fire. The only thing I can stop me from being on fire is milk.
Okay.
Help me.
Look at the weird like milk physics that we've got going on in this thing. You picked up 19 milks. Okay, here they come. They're coming at me.
Shoot them. 8 milks left.
Oh.
What?
What's going on? I don't understand. Is there...
Shoot.
It's like a giant blob. Oh, okay.
Yeah, a bunch. 5 milks left. 4 milks left.
Okay, I can't...
3 milks left.
Okay. Is this like grandma? Or just...
No,
okay.
silver hair is in fashion.
Oh, is it? Okay. Everybody knows that the developer of Milky Boobs keeps up with all the latest in style trends.
0 milks. You need more.
No, I got more. I got more. So they just fall over?
Yeah.
That's all this is?
I tripped over the milk.
Oh, no. Blarp, 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 blarp. Wow, this game is wretched.
Yeah.
It's just simply wretched.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Did you pay for this game?
I did.
How much did you pay for this game?
Like $9 maybe? I mean...
I like that one girl seemed totally didn't give a shit.
Is there anything in this level besides what we're already looking at?
I don't
See,
know.
here's that one lady. She's fine.
Casual.
Just like doop-a-doop-doop. I can't walk correctly. My shoes are totally wrong. I'm wearing like a shirt.
You turn around like, who the fuck? Who's laughing?
And it's weird that like most of them are wearing like
kimonos?
Are wearing like bathing suits except for her.
It's like a wrap up. Like,
do I win this? Like the thing is that this isn't even very sexy. This is just like
I can't jerk off to this. I'm not gonna lie.
like this isn't even house party. You could you could get it on. You could just straight up get it on.
You can literally jerk off.
Yeah, you literally jerk off in a guy's face, right? And in this, you're just shooting milk. You're just shooting some milk.
Also, I think the point of the game was to jerk off in the girl's face, but I like where your head's at.
Well, it doesn't work though, right? Like if this is if this milk is a metaphor for something else, and it's like, bam, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that's weird.
I
feel like they might have programmed it wrong.
I feel like this dumb sex unity game might be stupid. I wonder how much the guy that made this made. It's like you have to have enough distance for it to hit, but then if it goes too far, I just don't.
But we are up to 60, and I feel like we should go for 100.
Are you sure we shouldn't go for 69?
No, that's dumb, Jeff. We're going for 100. How about a 68 where you do me and then I owe you one?
Is that what that is? I don't know the lingo these days.
You're going to surpass 69. You take out too many.
Yeah. What? Why?
I don't know.
And really the bigger question is, why does Steam let this bullshit happen? Of course, at least this is more of a game than that one stupid bridge of Mesopotamia or whatever it was that we played. The Sword Fortress. Sword Fortress.
Zumandaya.
Okay. It's more like, hey, do you want to trip women in bathing suits?
Yeah, all the time.
Oh.
She's sad.
She didn't like it. Okay.
She said, please, no, thank you.
All right. Uh-oh. But do they catch each other on fire?
Oh.
These ones.
I mean, you don't.
I'm not. I have
a health meter,
but it's not going down.
No.
I mean, how long do I do this before something else happens?
I don't know. That's why I said get to 100 and see if anything happens.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Every time you shoot, I'm sorry.
I didn't lose any
Excuse
health
me.
for that.
Sorry. That's never happened to me before.
Oh no.
Sorry. Sorry.
So sorry.
I'm sorry, ladies. They ran into it.
Yep. It's the sound effect. It's this one sound effect being played over and over and over again that's like disconcerting. Ow, 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 ow.
Need 4 more. I don't know why you need 4 more because I don't think it'll matter, but you know.
Okay.
We've
it also like skips along the ground.
We've been on like an emotional journey with video games this week. Worth of recording sessions.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yep.
A lot of weird choices.
Lowest of lows, highest of highs.
I don't even know what the highest of high would be at this point.
It was that part between the games that we played when we were just not playing any video games.
Kind of just want to talk about Star Wars at this point.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, because I loved it.
Yeah, I did too. I'm gonna see about putting something out. The plan right now, if I can get enough time, is to maybe make my Sunday video like a weird prototype talking about Star Wars video.
Nice.
Because I have a lot of thoughts about it. Well, you know, no non-spoiler alerts yet. So you liked it?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I think can't talk spoilers.
Yeah.
So I will just say that I feel like there was an editing issue.
Uh-huh.
A lot of stuff ran too long. But besides that, I think...
How does this gun work? Sorry.
Fucking magic.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Okay, it's the same thing as before.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to get rid of all of the hot ones? Is that the goal here? Is cool down everybody? Anyway, you thought there was an editing issue.
But I thought overall it was good. And the stuff that people complained about was stuff that I really liked.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Me too.
I thought maybe fandoms need to get over their shit.
I think it's so. This is one of the things I've been thinking about. I've been thinking about Star Wars a lot over the last couple of weeks, ever since I saw it. So one of the things that I've been thinking is I really don't mind that people don't like the new Star Wars, whether they like it or they don't like it. I think that's fine. I think that one of the things that bothers me is the idea, the kind of narrative put forth of like only a stupid person would like this, where it's like, instead of just disagreeing and be like, I didn't care for that movie and here's why, that there's this idea of like, you'd have to be a fucking idiot not to notice all of these problems. And it's like, well, no, these aren't objective issues. It's just a matter of taste.
You know what's really funny?
What's that?
I'm trying to, now I have to say this without spoiling, but there's a thing about Luke Skywalker that a lot of people had issues with.
Is it when he used his milk gun to cool down?
It's when he started shooting the flaming hot babes with his milk gun.
With his milk gun?
But there's a thing with Luke that people didn't like. And apparently, like, people had interviewed George Lucas and talked to him about what he was planning with his trilogy before he decided to kind of give up and sell.
Yeah.
And they talked about his script, which starts with Luke doing the exact thing that they had issue with.
Really?
So it's not even of like it would have happened no matter what. So this isn't if Disney wasn't in control, it wouldn't have been like this. It's what would have happened no matter what. So
okay. I think that there's been this there's also been this thing that's come up that's like this interview with Mark Hamill where he was like, oh, when I first read the script, I was like, oh, I wouldn't have ever have done this in a million years or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's weird because I feel like a lot of people were like, ooh, see, look, Mark Hamill didn't like the direction that the director took this movie.
Yeah.
And I feel like I was kind of like, it's not, Mark Hamill's a fucking actor.
Yeah.
Like, he's a good actor. I like Mark Hamill, but like, it's not his job to write the new Star Wars movie. Like, he's never directed anything, or not that I know of, at least. I mean, maybe in the past, maybe there's something that I just don't know about, but like, like it kind of to me was like, yeah, so, I mean, so he wouldn't have done it like that. Okay, well, that's fine. But like, taking that as some kind of like, Mark Hamill thought it was bad, and we all know that Mark Hamill's an accomplished storytelling director.
But then when he comes out and goes, actually, I really regret openly saying that, because once I actually saw the movie and saw what he was going for, I really appreciated it and enjoyed it.
Yeah.
People go, oh, Disney just paid him to say that.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. This game is nothing, so we might as well just talk about this. Yeah. So I don't know if you caught the thing with Angry Joe. Do you know about this?
No.
So Angry Joe, after him and his crew got back from from seeing the movie, they were like, 20 reasons why The Last Jedi pissed me off. And he just sat there and did his, he did his Angry Joe thing that people like, where he was like, yeah, fuck a bunch of this, and how stupid do you have to be, blah, 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 all this stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Where he was very upset. And then a few days later, he was like, so I went and saw the movie again. He put up a second video where he was like, so I went and saw the movie again, and I got the encyclopedia, like the visual encyclopedia for the new movie that had a bunch of kind of like backstory stuff that wasn't in the movie.
Yeah.
And I thought about it a lot. And so I decided that actually there are a few things that we were mad about that I feel like I'm not mad about anymore, that I've kind of come to grips with.
Don't make fucking reaction videos like 20 minutes after you get out of the movie.
And boy, howdy, was his fan base just like, oh, how's that Disney
money,
check taste, right?
Chill, yeah.
In your butthole, Joe. And it was like, fucking goddamn, if anybody could ever have a change of opinion these days.
Yeah. 1, he's allowed to have a change of opinion. 2, I hope he made money off Disney. Fuck that. Fuck you guys.
Having known a lot of people in Austin, Texas, who do kind of like video reviews and things like that, I gotta say, there's this weird narrative that I feel like started with the DC movies of like Disney pays people for good reviews.
Yeah.
And I can honestly feel like it's interesting that people cling to that, because there's never been a single like verified news story or anything where somebody got paid and they were just like, yeah, fuck it, I'm a YouTuber and I'm going to say Disney paid me to say something good about this movie, and then I was like, fuck you, Disney.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not for sale, so I took their money and now I'm going to tell y'all what I really think.
Oh my God, we should start that. We should be the ones that are like, oh, yeah, we're the only ones you know are honest because we'll tell you when Disney tells us.
Yeah. Make like a fake check for $1 million that we got paid by Disney.
Like show them a blurred screen cap of an email that says, like, I'm Mr. Disney.
From Frank Disney.
Yeah.
I guess it would be Walt Disney. Is there another mode?
I don't think he's still around.
Is there another mode here? Is that it?
I think that's it.
Is that
also, it looks like Mark Hamill was the director in Comic Book the movie, which was not a good movie. I will tell you right now.
Nope, it's just the same. Oh wait. Oh, we got a new level.
We unlocked a thing.
Great.
Yay.
Huzzah!
And Mark Hamill also directed he was a sequence director in the video short Lego Star Wars Revenge of the Brick.
Okay.
So he is in fact.
But I mean, like, you know, okay.
Oh, wow. Garbage.
Yeah, hot garbage on the street. It's the gun. It doesn't work. Like, it doesn't shoot properly. It's weird. Anyway, I'm gonna make a much bigger and I don't, you know, I think that the problem, one of the problems that I've run into a lot is just that people seem incredibly like they only have two opinions. I loved it the most. It was the worst piece of shit I've ever seen. And then a lot of the mid-range stuff gets drowned out by those two opinions.
Yeah.
Like, I'm amazed that that there's still people who are like, The Last Jedi ruined the Star Wars franchise. And I'm like, you mean it wasn't already ruined by the fucking prequels?
Yeah.
And then I like, too,
how about the two movies that are set entirely in Endor with the Ewoks?
Oh, yeah.
Or the Christmas special.
God damn, I hate those fucking Ewok movies so much.
Yeah.
They've got magic in them. They've got, like, fucking
I think the point
Christmas
here is
magic
that
in
Star Wars has always had shitty as fuck movies attached to them. So do not act like your ideal is like the only thing that exists. Well, I feel like people have this weird idea that Star Wars is only these 3 perfect movies and these 3 mediocre movies, and then like these new ones that might not hit their perfection level that they have set with their nostalgia glosses.
Right.
But that's not the case. Like, Star Wars has always been kind of hit or miss with a lot of their shit.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because the other thing is that having a memory affords me the remembrance of of the fact that when Star Wars Episode 7 came out, people were like, fuck this movie, fuck it. And now, like, you've got a lot of people who are like, you know, oh, man, Episode 7 was so good compared to The Last Jedi. Well, last year when Rogue One came out, and people were like, oh, fuck Rogue One. I fucking hated that movie. And now they're like, no, Rogue One was pretty good. Now, but this new Star Wars movie, I feel like...
See, I feel like I came out really enjoying Force Awakens.
Mm-hmm.
And then watching Last Jedi made me like Force Awakens less.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I thought Force Awakens was what I wanted.
Yeah.
And then I got The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And I just, honestly, it was not what I thought I wanted, but something that I was much happier getting.
God damn.
Stop, ladies, single file line, please. I can't.
Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll.
I would love it if they would run into those houses and light them on fire.
And then the houses caught on fire?
Like,
oh, that'd be great.
You're like, I gotta save the village.
It's a really terrible game. It's a really awful game, y'all.
Yeah, this is a really bad game, but I'm kind of enjoying the fact that we just turned it into a Star Wars commentary instead.
Yeah. Which I'm sorry if people feel like there's been too many Star Wars commentaries, because I think I'm going to talk about it on the other Patreon video that I'm doing this week with Chris, because I'm kind of interested. I haven't talked to him about it yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed it.
Just know that Chris's opinion is wrong, and that I don't even know I don't know how he feels about it. I'm just being a dick.
Too many babes. There's too many babes on the screen. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot. There's just a lot to talk about. I think when I try to make my video, I've been thinking about it in terms of just one specific kind of train of thought that I want to focus on.
Kylo Ren being shirtless because I'm with you.
Did you see? Oh, you were the one who posted that great picture of where he says, take that ridiculous thing off, and then it goes back and he's just got his shirt off. With just a Hux in the background going, ah!
Yep, I posted that.
Yep.
You can find it on my Instagram page.
That was pretty good. But yeah, I liked it, but then I also have come to a thing, Amanda, where I'm exhausted by the level of hate for just about everything these days, one way or the other. So, like,
well,
I just don't. It doesn't. I mean,
so I'm somebody that's I feel like I've been pretty verbal about my exhaustion with the mainstream epic blockbuster films, like the Marvel films, the DC films, anything like that. And I honestly went into Star Wars ready to maintain that cynicism.
Yeah.
And it really blew me away in a way that I'm really surprised. Like, have been a lot of people that have been very like, it has a sense of humor like a Marvel movie. And I'm like, okay, then why do you guys go watch Marvel movies? Or do you just insult Marvel when it's convenient for you?
It's weird because I feel like people say that and I don't understand it.
I thoroughly disagree. I feel like the sense of humor has always been in Star Wars.
Jesus Lord.
Oh boy.
Oh man, what do we get, like one frame a second or something like that?
It's gross. It's stop animation, everybody.
Yep.
But I don't know. I feel like you have to really, if you're somebody that genuinely loves cinema, you need to be open-minded and be willing to be wrong. Can you not exit? And they're like, no, you're here forever, bro.
No, I mean, I think I can. I just don't know where. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Hold on.
There we go. Coming soon.
Oh, that was it.
No, that was
so it's all just coming soon. Well, we're at 22 minutes. Let's go back to the one that doesn't have a real shit-ass frame rate, and we could continue talking.
Yeah.
I liked it quite a bit, but then there was a thing there was a thing that I was thinking about today. Oh, that's weird.
It's like frame rate all.
Okay.
Okay.
For a second, my mouse wasn't functional. I was like,
this game's gonna ruin your computer.
Oh yeah, it's that new that processor vulnerability or whatever that happened. Are they?
There's
Are
no
we babeless?
We're without babes.
Sans babes. Are they? Oh, okay. Here's one.
A single babe.
She's unhappy.
What is that?
She's walking into the wall.
I'd be unhappy too.
I'm just gonna do this. Are you gonna catch on fire? Because here we go. All right.
All right. Bye.
Yeah. Oh, they're around here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. I've also I've been coming to grips with the fact that I'm not the demographic anymore, and I feel like there's also a part of that might factor in a little bit to because I thought that episode 7 was. I liked it when I got out of the theater. I saw it a second time in the theater and I liked it. As time went on, I cooled on it a little bit. Like I got it when it came out on home video, and then I was like, I watched it once, and then I think I was like, yeah, I think I might have watched that movie enough. Whereas like if I like a movie a lot, I'll watch it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Rogue One, I just had no use for whatsoever. I watched it once in the theater. When it came on Netflix, I went to go watch it again, and I realized that like I just wasn't really super interested in watching that movie.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to fast forward through all the dumb farm shit at the beginning that I didn't care about, and then I wanted to fast forward through her being in jail, which I didn't care about, and then I wanted to fast forward through the dumb rebels giving her mission that I didn't care about, and then I was like, I think I don't like this movie.
Yeah.
I think that I just don't want to watch this movie.
10 minutes in and like 10 minutes worth of fast forwarding.
Yeah.
And 2 hours through the movie.
But then I like you. I'm getting a little fatigued with the Marvel stuff.
Yeah, I'm super fatigued. I'm trying to avoid trailers just to help a little bit.
Yeah,
and it's not helping.
See, I liked Thor or Ragnarok because that movie did something different than the other Thor movies, and I appreciated that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Whereas on the other hand, I didn't really care all that much for Guardians 2 because it just kind of did the same thing as Guardians 1. And I feel like in a lot of ways, to take it back to Star Wars, a lot of the people that are upset with The Last Jedi, it seems like they just kind of want another Star Wars that's just like all the other ones. and I kind of liked that this one was real different.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the fact that there was something different that didn't involve a fucking Death Star
Yeah.
or a Death Star stand-in. And anyway, I mean, I guess that's a little bit of a spoiler, but we would be able to have any kind of conversation if we can't even talk about what's not in the movie.
Yeah.
But I went in with very little expectation, and I liked what I got out of that movie.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like it wasted my time. I enjoyed a lot of what happened, and it's weird because that got me thinking about how, like, the people that really disliked the movie, that I really hope that it's one of the few cases where I really hope that the evil empire doesn't backslide. And with J.J. Abrams making the next one,
I'm very scared
that because it still made a shitload of money, but I'm just hoping that Disney, in their efforts to please everyone in the world, doesn't just kind of back down and make a very safe third Star Wars movie, because I feel like Jedi is a really safe Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
It's just A New Hope over again with teddy bears.
Oh man, you are gonna get hate.
It is. They blow up a Death Star. Like, that's what they do.
Yeah.
I mean, what's different about it outside of blowing up? I mean, there's the stuff with the Emperor, right? And Luke and the turn to the dark side. That stuff's interesting, but like the core plot, the reason that they're even there in the first place is because there's another Death Star. And like, it's just the sort of thing where, you know, you got to change up your movies. So we're just talking about fatigue with movies where it's just the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
And I feel like the reason that Empire worked so much better, or was so fondly remembered, was because it was so. What? I'm just curious. I want to start this level over again. Like, was there like a rendering problem that I didn't see? Where I got like one lady a minute. Oops.
Well.
Oh well. But I like to do something different, and I feel like in a lot of ways, if you do something different, you're going to. I think you and I have already discussed that if they just made another very safe movie like Episode 7,
Yeah.
that was basing a lot of its plot lines on nostalgia for the previous movies,
Yeah.
that people would have been really upset about that, and that if it obviously tried to kind of go its own way and do its own thing, and people were very upset about that. But I think the interesting thing about it is that, yes, there are people that are upset, but there are people that are upset about everything, and there are people that love everything. There are people that'll defend those DC movies. They're just like, they're not that bad, and you need to shut up and blah, 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 blah. People get real upset that you don't like those DC movies.
Yeah.
And I don't think that in today's day and age, when everybody has the ability to get online and say what they think, she's literally on fire in the water,
Yeah.
Amanda. She's in the water. She's on fire.
Trying to help herself. Well, you knocked her out in the water, so now she's drowning.
That everybody, you're always going to be able to find people that don't like a thing, and not just that, but you're also going to have, I feel like, and this is very cynical. Like, I don't believe that Disney pays people for their opinions, but I do believe that there are people who make YouTube videos who are mad about a thing because everybody's mad about a thing, not because they're really legitimately upset about the thing that people are mad about.
I think videos where people feel impassioned get more hits than people that just give straightforward reviews.
Yes, I think so too.
You're definitely going to get more. I guarantee that Angry Joe, I think if he didn't have the controversy of people, no, I still would argue that he probably got more hits on the video where he was like, 20 reasons why fuck this movie, and than he did on, actually, you know, I watched it a second time and it was pretty good.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Yeah.
It's very true.
And the only reason why that other one might have more hits is because he has some weird controversy where conspiracy
so people are like
theory
hate watching it, and yep.
But
I mean, like, I watched 3 because when I got back from the movie, I wanted to know what the controversy was, so I went online and I watched, I think, like 3 of the top, like, kind of YouTube, like, people with problems with The Last Jedi. And YouTube caught it in their algorithm, so it puts stuff on your front page.
You must like haters.
That like is cogent to your, it's things that are like the thing that you just watched.
Yeah.
And there are so many of them, and so many of them make the exact same points just over and over and over again.
Whole thing. There was like a whole controversy over CinemaSins. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen CinemaSins.
Was that the one where that one director, was it Gareth Edwards, or was it somebody else who was basically like
Kong Skull Island, I think was the one. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, I remember that.
Know. Like, I know Matt Frank felt pretty passionate about it.
Mm-hmm.
But where people were just like, he's awful, and I don't know how he gets so many hits, and it's like, because on YouTube, when people are angry about a movie, they want to watch more videos about why they're right about being angry about a movie.
Sure.
Like, those videos, those CinemaSin videos are not to tell you why you
They're
shouldn't.
not informative.
They're not informative. And a lot of it isn't about, like, here's why you shouldn't like this movie. It's, here's a video where, for a movie you hate, so you can go, yeah!
Yeah.
That's really it. That's all people want.
Well, I mean, for fuck's sake, if we're talking about YouTube, like, everybody hates Watch Mojo and their dumb fucking lists, right?
Yeah.
But they still have a gajillion million subscribers. It's not like everybody was like, yeah, you're right. Watch Mojo is terrible. I should unsubscribe from them.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Or like What Culture.
Yeah, or Looper or any of those.
Yeah, all those.
Those BS, just like making top 10 reasons why blurgity blurg blurg blurg.
Yeah.
And you know, it's a thing that I feel like we in some videos talk about whatever's going on in the world, but you know, we made a joke on one of the videos that we made last week about the Logan Paul thing, but here in Rage Select we don't spend. You know, I'm not going to make a 20-minute video about Logan Paul sucks.
Oh, my God.
Even though that would have
Trending covered that shit. Like, it was all reactions to Logan Paul, and then they pulled them all down from trending.
What's trend? Oh, from the trending videos?
From the YouTube trending page, yeah. Mm-hmm. There was a bunch of, like, reaction to Logan Paul's, and then they pulled them down. And I feel like it was intentional. I feel like it wasn't because they were like, we can't just, the entire trending page can't be like, the shit like NBC pays for and Logan Paul shit.
Right. But I mean, I don't know. It's to go back to the movie. I gotta have more to say about it later. So I don't know. We're pretty much. I don't know. At this point, I'm just playing this on autopilot because why? But do you have anything else that you would like to add before we wrap it up?
I feel like if you want to act like you're into more in-depth movies, you should really support smaller independent films or artistic films that might not be getting as much in the box office, like The Shape of Water, which is a great movie. And
it's their favorite movie of all time.
It's up there for damn sure. But Guillermo del Toro is one of my favorite directors of all time. So, of course, I will support it because I think it's great.
Okay.
So there
you go.
Go watch that movie.
This has been, I was going to say Bloody Boobs. This has been Milky Boobs. Different game. Actually, I feel like Bloody Boobs had more going on in it than this game does. This game is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Pretty much all around the board. But thanks, everybody, for watching. I hope that this was at least somewhat enjoyable to listen to. We'll see you next time.